Hello and welcome back to Stop, Look, and Listen with Samantha. Today I have with me Frankie,
Hello.
and we're going to talk about strength.
Sounds great. There's all, to me, there's all different types of strength in my life. Some are very good, and some are really had to work hard to realize I had the strength. And it starts from saying I've been world champion, world's strongest man, 1991, as a good strength, a hard working strength, and to various other forms of strength like raising 4 children to adult and on their own lives now, to beating cancer 4 times, and personal other issues as in my life that I've conquered, and such as loss of family, marital problems, etc. And how I overcame them all, and realized how strong I really was. And that I'm not just mean being a strong man, I'm talking about mentally strong.
That's great, Frankie. Thank you for sharing that. And how are some of these challenges that you've gone through? It's a lot. You've been through a lot in your life. And
Yes.
how have you felt that you've been able to get through them, or how have they made you stronger?
Well, probably hitting off one battle with strength was, say, growing up. I was, believe it or not, I was a bullied kid. I came from a hard-working family, mother and father, that worked very hard to raise me, and I always looked at things different. When kids picked on me or made fun of me or say what I was eating, I would always think of how hard my parents worked to give me the food or help me with growing up, and it would bother me. But I managed to get the strength to stay strong and get through all that, and I'm very proud of accomplishing that. And I run into different people that did do things like to back then, and it's kind of funny seeing them walk the other side of the road now, because they realize how strong physically or mentally I am. And so that was one thing. And then another one would be battling cancer. I've had colon cancer 3 times and beat it. Currently have prostate cancer, and I'm going through the procedure now to overcome that. So I've had to be strong through all of that since the age of 23 years old. I was first diagnosed, and they gave me 2 to 3 months to live at that time. So that took a lot of strength, more strength than lifting heavy weights. And it touches off to other parts of my life and strength as well. And raising my kids and giving them the best they had, better than I had. And that was always my goal. I always put my kids before me. And I'm proud of that. That's another strength. And then dealing with people with having depression for most of my life has been a big battle of strength. And through all that, I have accomplished a lot, and I've never missed a day of work from any of that, other than actually being sick or operated on.
You've been through so much, and do you feel that all those things have made you more understanding and empathetic towards others?
Yes, I see other people's weaknesses, and through my experiences of battling, and what I do is I use, I'm not a psychologist, but I try to use reverse psychology on them by making them feel better about themselves, by building up their strengths that they have and making them feel better. And I have to say, I pretty much accomplished that. I've had some hard cases, but if you talk to everyone I've ever talked to, they walked away a better person.
That's so great.
Thank you.
There's a lot of people in this world that have been through challenges and
Yes.
hardship, and then sometimes it knocks you down and it makes you feel like,
Right.
how can I keep going?
Correct.
And Frankie is an excellent example of someone that has kept going through a lot of different challenges. And there were times where you weren't okay.
Correct.
And there were times where you didn't feel strong.
Right.
And what's an example of something that it was okay to not be okay?
Two things come to mind. One, I had a hip replacement about 2009, and for various reasons, I was alone through personal matters, and I had a hard time with it. And I come across a person that read me like I read others and how they feel. And the person sensed that I was battling alone, and come across that since the day I come home from the hospital, I was blessed with 3 meals a day, helped me with doing my sutures on my where I had the operation, etc., and was there till the day I could actually walk out and go to work again. And it was like God sent her to me, and we've been friends ever since. And she didn't even have to do any of that. And there was other people I felt should have, but she was great to me in that aspect, and I'll never forget it. And then in 2017, I had to have an ileostomy due to colon cancer. My last part of my colon had to be replaced, taken out, and I ended up putting in an ileostomy bag. And again, I seem to have had to be alone. I don't know why, but it worked out that way. And I had a friend that came to visit me the first night I was home from the hospital. He came in to check on me, and he wanted to know if did I eat supper yet? And I says no. And he went to the refrigerator and realized I didn't have any. There was really nothing to have. And he said to me, "Frank, I'll be back in an hour." He came back in an hour. He not only had me supper from a restaurant, but he had all kinds of groceries he bought me. And the next night, he came back with his wife with a home-cooked meal. The third night, a home-cooked meal. And it went on like that for about a week and a half until I was actually up and around. Because what I went through was mentally challenged, and it was a life or death situation, which made me kind of down. And yes, I was alone, but I'm here today, and I beat it all.
And that's such a big sign of strength, because
Exactly.
to accept that type of help, and sometimes
Right.
you might feel like people should be doing something or
Right.
should be there, and you could choose to focus on that.
Correct.
But to be able to accept help where you said God sent you
Right.
someone
Right.
to do it, even though it wasn't the person that you expected,
Exactly.
gave you what you need.
Right.
And sometimes just opening your heart to that
Right.
and saying yes
Right.
shows true strength.
Strength.
True strength.
And it also gave me the strength to not be upset with who or whom or how many I thought would be there for me, and understood where they were coming from. Because people can get scared or not know how to handle what I'm going through, even though they're not going through it. But mentally, it's hard for them to understand what I'm going through. So I have nothing to forgive, because I never was against what they did, but I understand how they were, and it's accepted.
That's amazing, Frank.
Thank
and
you.
I just want to say thank you for coming here and sharing your story.
You're welcome.
And I
Thank
know
you.
it's
I'm
gonna
looking forward to more.
touch a lot of people.
Yeah.
And like Frank talked about, he has a lot of stories to share. So
Yep.
I'm just happy to have you on today.
Thank you so much, Sam. I really appreciate everything you've done for me. She's been like a angel up there for me. She's always been there with a smile every time she's ever seen me. And it's, like I said to her earlier, she's like a column, a Roman column in my corner.
Oh,
And I thank God for that. Thank you.
Frankie. We believe in you.
Thank you.